hopefully you are well. So, excuse me. I'm assuming you saw at the top of that there title there. We're doing a career sim again, but this time in Madden. Don't mind that I'm clicked on the Patriots. That's not gonna mean anything when we get involved here, because we are going to be doing a career sim of a quarterback. I'll show you the quarterback build when we get that far, but I want to take you to the lineup screen for a specific reason why I didn't start at the draft itself rather than, because I acquired a roster with all the draft moves in it. So as you see, Rohrwasser for the Patriots. We also got Asiasi, Dalton Keene, Duggars here, Uche, Anthony Jennings is here. He actually has a face scan, which is interesting. Why he's listed as 1-year pro, I don't know. But anyway, Anthony Jennings, Josh Uche are here. So, we are going to be using the roster with all the free agent moves, all the draft is done in this one. The 7th round picks might not be in. And I don't know about if the UDFAs are in as well. Okay, the UDFAs aren't in, so this roster still needs the 7th round and the undrafted free agents. But big things, as you see over here, Mr. Gronk is here. Brady, I think the guy that made this roster took the last Gronk that was in Madden and just copied the stats over. As you see, Brady's there. But we are going to essentially, this is the 2020-2021 season. I will be uploading a 2021 draft class as well to see how well we do. And in order to update the draft classes for future years in this, I'm going to put this Patriots one on autopilot, and then like in between I'll upload the draft classes, because we're going to be focused on our player, but we're still going to have as many draft classes as I can, because I have up through 2026. So but we're going to be putting ourselves in the 2021 draft class, and in which case I'll see you in a minute. Alright, so we have our player built now. We are of the field general variety. We are a 75 overall, by the way. Here's where our skills are. Short accuracy and deep. They have a 2nd round talent grade on us. So, who knows, man? Okay, y'all. So here we are. NFL draft. Or the 2021 draft. Remember, I started at the beginning of this year, so I don't know who won the Super Bowl or anything like that. I can go look for us in a minute. Well, let's motor. Trevor Lawrence goes to the Jags. Justin Fields. Oh yeah, that's right. They still have me as the Patriots. Because I can't choose who draft. Because, like, I can't, like, I could have autopiloted. But that's not as fun as seeing what the actual, as us seeing where we get drafted ourselves. But let me know if I should autopilot it next time. Oh god. Alright. Let's look at QBs. It still says I'm about to go undrafted. That's a 75 overall. I'm sure someone's bound to take a flyer on me. But we'll go through the second round, and if I don't get picked up, I'll sim till the end. Because I didn't think I was going to get through the first round. I just replaced the last rated quarterback in the draft class with me. Which is interesting because they still have... Wait, there's a simulate pick option. Why didn't I do that? And for those wondering, we gave ourselves a star dev, to be fair. I wasn't about to give myself an X Factor rating right out the gate. Like, I even thought about... doing it to where the round we get drafted in determines what dev trait we get. But yes, nobody has picked us yet. You know what? We'll go through the third round as well. We ain't picked out the third round after having a second round draft tape. Even Sean Clifford was picked before me, and Dylan McCaffrey. Am I about to go undrafted? So if we aren't drafted through the third round, then we'll sim it out. We're about to have like a redemption story about to happen. Alright. We did not go in the first 3 rounds of the draft. You know what? We've been motoring through. Even my own team didn't pick me, y'all. That makes me kinda sad. And for those wondering, I am doing it as like an offline file. Adrian Martinez was picked before me. Just to take a look. Again, I have a second round talent grade. And I will count how many quarterbacks were taken before me. Because I'm sure someone's bound to take a shot on me eventually. But speaking of the draft, how did y'all like it? Do you feel your team drafted well? Let me know down below. As far as my Patriots, I think we drafted fairly nicely, but so far, we are now into the 5th round, and we are undrafted as of right now. Oddly intriguing. Philippe Franks, okay. There's been so many quarterbacks drafted ahead of me that our boy is going to have a major redemption story, major redeem arc about to happen. And for those wondering, I am not going to have Force Starter on when we take over our player. The only thing I'm going to have a hand in is if we hit free agency and what offers we get. To make sure that we are, you know, we're still going to be employed and whatnot. But that is the only amount of Brady White, a 61 overall quarterback, picked before me. Desmond Ridder picked before me. We are through the 6th round, y'all. Oh, man. I did not think the possibility of going undrafted was a thing. Oh my God. More quarterbacks taken ahead of me. We might not... Another quarterback taken ahead of me. It's very likely we're about to go undrafted. And in the event we do go undrafted, Dalton Keene's in this draft class, which he shouldn't be, because he's a Patriot. We have 3 picks left on teams that don't need quarterbacks. We went undrafted. So now we're UDFA. We're gonna sim in a... Let's sim 2 weeks into preseason to see if your boy gets picked up by... Let's see if we get picked up by any. We're gonna be on a 1-year deal, so... We're going to be very much on a prove-it deal, or we're going to be a perennial backup. Let's look at the free agents. And remember, I made myself a 75 overall. We are signed. Where is ya boy? And what team am I playing on? So let's go look at some QBs. It's not the Patriots, not the Raiders, because it doesn't have a player finder like Justin Fields to the Redskins after drafting Haskins. Interesting. Where did your boy go? Thankfully, not the Bears. That makes me happy. Fucking Andrew Luck. I am the backup to Baker Mayfield. Here with the Browns. Let's look at the stats and the contracts. How much they got me for? 1 year, 16.4 mil. Alright, and I will see you in just a second when we take over Mr. Aerial. And here we are, laced up, number 14. Alright, we're going to go into league settings right quick. So we got to go to... I gotta go back into the Patriots and turn instant starter off. Because remember, we are the backup to Baker Mayfield. So, we go back over to the Patriots. Instant starter, where'd you go? Off. Here we are. So, I'll see you at the end of year 1. Alright, so in year number 1, we did make the playoffs. Let's take a look at our... Because again, we probably didn't hit any of the, any statistical markers here. The Ravens won the division. Baker was lit. We threw 2 for 3 for 10 yards and a touchdown in our first season. Then again, is to be expected. We are the backup. 66th in legacy score currently. Let's see if we beat the Chiefs. Do we beat Kansas City in the wild card round? We do when we're off to face the Bills in the divisional. Do we win that one? The Browns making a miracle run here. Do we advance to the Super Bowl? Our year has ended, unfortunately. We're going to upgrade Field General because that's kind of our thing. That's like our best attribute right now. Now, keep in mind, we are on a one-year deal. More than likely not on the Pro Bowl, as expected. Now, I want to see if during the sim they re-signed me. They did not. Okay. Because I wasn't sure if there was a scenario pop up for re-signing. The Browns. Oh yes, yearly awards, just in case you want to know. Josh Allen was MVP. Coach of the Year, Sean McDermott in the AFC. Josh Allen, Offensive Player of the Year. Defensive Player of the Year is Ryan Shazier. Offensive Rookie was Dylan McCaffrey. Obviously, I'm not going to be on here. Trevor Lawrence, by the way, number 2. I never counted how many quarterbacks were taken ahead of me. Because I need to do that. But we were not on any of the awards that matter. I'll see you in a moment. We have one offer, y'all. And it's for the Carolina... 2 offers, okay. Alright, so... Carolina is offering more money. But the Colts are a better scheme fit. So I am going to go with the Colts. Because figure I need to do it via scheme fit. Now we need to do one thing. I'm changing my number. I can't use it. I was going to use the number 17. Because there was 17 quarterbacks drafted ahead of me. So now let's take a look at our new team. We are the starter. We have Phillip Rivers backing us up here. We got Marlon Mack, Naheem Hines, and Jonathan Taylor. Oh, that's right. Jonathan Taylor got drafted to the Colts. Have any fullbacks? Jonathan Taylor is on the top of the depth chart there. T.Y. Antonio Brown, Paris Campbell, Vaughns, Ishmael, Desmond Patton, Trey Burton's our tight end. Costanzo, Quentin Nelson, Ryan Kelly, Lewinsky, Braden Smith. Our offensive line's decent. Jabal Sheard, Justin Houston still around. Oh yeah, that's right. The Colts have DeForest Buckner now because of the trade with San Francisco. Okereke, Anthony Walker, the Maniac, Darius Leonard. Corners could use some work, but Malik Hooker and Andre Sisco. Here we go. So we are the new starters in Indianapolis after 1 year with the Browns. 2 things. 1, we are in preseason for year number 2, and relocation alert. Who moved? Who just moved? Who just transferred cities? The Chargers. Shoulda known. But while I'm here, we're gonna take a look at ourselves quick. A 77 star dev right now. They are looking more for a scrambling quarterback, which I could do, but more of a pocket guy. But let's see how we do as the new starter for the Indianapolis Colts, who last year went to the Super Bowl with Phillip Rivers. So, will that moxie and experience help Mr. Ariel as he achieves his NFL dream of going to the Super Bowl? Let's find out. Absolutely brutal. You got nudged out of the playoffs. Not even a wild card team, because the Browns and the Ravens popped off. The Jets and the Broncos overtake us. I didn't think we would have needed the Browns or the more specifically the Ravens to lose, but hey, that happened. Probably the most unique way of getting ousted from the playoffs. But, ooh, your boy popped off. 4,385 yards, 45 touchdowns to 9 interceptions. Rushing the ball, we had 23 carries for 83. AB was our leading receiver at almost 1,400 yards and 16 scores. Not a lot of sacks given up by our own line. Speaking of sacks, Justin Houston popped off. Kenny Moore and Kari Wills didn't do too bad. But unfortunately, we end up getting ousted from the playoffs. We are 30th in legacy score right now amongst quarterbacks. Let's look at the yearly awards here. Dylan McCaffrey won MVP. Your boy was number 3. How did Dylan McCaffrey win MVP over Deshaun Watson and me and Lamar Jackson? Fucking how, dude? Coach of the Year, Mike Tomlin. Frank Reich was number 9. In the AFC, your Offensive Player of the Year was Deshaun Watson. Your boy, number 2. DPOY, Dylan Cole. Offensive Rookie of the Year, Graham Mertz on the now Thunderbirds. Brandon Smith, DPOY. Best QB. Let's go. Oh, man. But will this translate into a dev trade increase? We're now an 84 overall in our second year, at the end of our first year starting. Will we get a dev trade? Who knows? One-time Pro Bowler, also QB1. So your boy is an 86 overall. I wanted to pop in because select to equip abilities. Someone's a superstar dev now, and these are the abilities we've unlocked. We have Leapfrog, Lofting Deadeye, Last Ditch, and Inside Deadeye. I'm going to use Inside Deadeye. We have Spin Cycle, Bulldozer, Pocket Deadeye, Roaming Deadeye, Jukeboxes, which is one of my favorites personally, Anchored Extender, Conductor, and Long Range Deadeye. I think, let's go, I mean, if I do need to escape the pocket, having Jukebox would be really nice. But thinking long range Deadeye is gonna be like more beneficial to me than in this case Jukebox would be. I didn't know I get to set my own abilities. This is really cool. We're gonna use long range Deadeye as our ability. Oh look, I can change it if I want. But we are officially a superstar dev. And an 86 overall. Let's go. You know, I almost forgot to check in with you as we started the second season. Or third year, rather. We are an 86 overall currently. If you need a refresher on our abilities, it's Inside Deadeye and Long Range Deadeye currently. We are right now a superstar dev. Currently 0-2 though. So that I can't do much about, but we're at that point where I'm about to enter the draft class, so I thought it was like, oh hey, here would be a good idea. Let's... No, I wanted to view player card. Stats and contracts. There we go. As you see, will we be able to repeat these numbers here? Let's find out. Oh snap, your boys in the playoffs. We probably have a lot of player upgrades. We have 2 skill point attribute point boosts we can do. We are straight chilling at an 88 overall right now. But we are in the playoffs. Let me sim this training here. Now let's check our stats. We were second in the division, making it as a wild card team. The Titans won the South this year. Okay. We had a massive drop-off in yards from the previous year, almost 4,000, but we did have 38 touchdowns, so 12 picks. Oof. Marlon Mack had a decent season. We also contributed 1 touchdown on the ground, so almost 40 touchdowns. Dorsett was the leader in receiving yards. See how well our guys did. Ooh, there must have been some serious injuries on the O-line this season. It was oof. Darius Leonard, 108 tackles. Justin Houston had 9 sacks. Darius Leonard led the team in picks. But now, a little more importantly, we're 32nd in quarterback rating on the Legacy leaderboard. But Lamar Jackson is your MVP. We are 7th. Coach of the Year, Freddie Kitchens. Lamar Jackson, Offensive Player of the Year. We're 7th there as well. DPOY. Offensive Rookie of the Year. We don't need 2 Patriots rookies are the Rookies of the Year. 2nd for best quarterback. Any Colts elsewhere? Nah. Okay, fam. But let us hop in. Oh, it makes me play. It's not like Coach where I can just super sim. It's like, no, I'd actually have to jump in with the player. See, that part I didn't know. Anyway, are we moving on? We are not. We got that ass kicked by the Thunderbirds, aka the Chargers. But, you know, let's see if we get ourselves a Pro Bowl. Considering I can participate, that means we made a Pro Bowl. 2-time Pro Bowler, also QB1. Y'all, we could set up. We can pick our X Factor, because we're X Factor now. Our current ability is Pro Reads, but we have the option of High-Low, Deadeye, Bazooka, Fearless, Brick Wall, or Omaha. None of these are available to us. I like the idea of Omaha, but Pro Reads is probably going to be our goal here. We have Clutch or Homer. We're going to click Clutch. And we got 2 more ability slots to unlock yet. But we are now officially a Superstar X Factor. Unfortunately, we did not make the playoffs. We have 2 upgrade points we can use on our boy. Officially a 90 overall. Access to Hot Route Master and Red Zone Deadeye. I'm going to pick Hot Route Master. Personally, because I feel that one's going to work for us the best. Dashing, pocket lead, and 4 extra hot routes, and then we get 1 more at 95. But let's see how our boy did. Ooh, 41 touchdowns. Picks are down by 1. 4,400 yards. Jalen Hurts is our backup now, apparently. Marlon Mack. Decent season. Mike Sane. How the hell you're supposed to pronounce that? Hold up. Justin Rogers. Played all 16 games, over 1,000 downs, did not give up a single sack. If you ask me, he's already a superstar. I was gonna say that is dev boost worthy, man. Hell yeah. Dude, that's lit. We are 30th in Legacy Leaderboard for quarterbacks. Baker Mayfield was your MVP. We came in 3rd for it. Coach of the Year, Freddie Kitchens. Watch. Baker, once again, 3rd in Offensive Player of the Year. But we are the quarterback of the year, so there we go. Etch another one to the award column. But unfortunately, it did not translate to playoff success. 3-time Pro Bowler, also QB1. Well, that's an abysmal year. So, even with, a 93 overall quarterback who's an X Factor, seemingly we can't win shit. Right, this is going, Indy might not be my location. But anyway, let's look at the year end. Ooh, Felsh, 4,100 yards, 29 scores. See, that's not going to get it done. The yards were there, but the touchdowns were not. We did get 3 touchdowns on the ground, so we did at least have over 30 touchdowns on the year. 2,000-yard receivers. And our dude, where's that guard that didn't give up a sack? I don't know. But anyway, we're 24th on the Legacy Leaderboard now. Mahomes was your MVP. Not even on the list. Mahomes, Offensive Player of the Year. Not on there. We didn't even crack the best quarterback list. Like, oof. Not doing well so far. Just a quick meh. 154 tutties to like 50 some picks, but I want to take a look. I think we're in the last year of our deal. Excuse me. Yeah, we are going into the last year of our current contract with the Colts. So, who knows what's about to happen? 4-time Pro Bowler, also QB1. Mr. Ariel ain't too happy right now. The Colts, in the 3rd round, drafted Arch Manning. He ain't a happy camper right now. What will he do from here? Who knows? No playoffs once again. 2nd in the division. Didn't even... We were... 3 ties ahead of us. Caused us to be on the outside looking in for the AFC playoffs. 9-7 record though. I'll take it. Now let's take a look at the stats here. Touchdowns, decent, but could be way better. Matt Corral was the MVP. Coach of the Year, Bill O'Brien. Carson Beck was the Offensive Player of the Year. Not even on the list. DPOY. Don't need that. Caleb Williams was the best in the AFC. I was 9th on the quarterback list. 2nd in passing yards, 4,500, 30 touchdowns, 11 picks. We also chipped in 1 rushing touchdown. So, 4,600 all-purpose yards. Not entirely terrible. But, another year, no playoffs. I want to keep manually simming just to see if the Colts offer me in the re-sign period. Five-time Pro Bowler, also QB1. Alright, so we're just about to the re-sign period here. Are the Colts gonna re-sign me? Or are they gonna take the future move and roll with Arch Manning? Always on the cusp of playoff success, but just always outside looking in. Alright, so it's making us go all the way into free agency. Fine. That was the last year of our deal. We are currently a free agent who's been... We're probably going to have a lot of bids since we're like... Almost didn't... Oh, God. Okay. So, we can go to Seattle, Philly, Miami, San Francisco, the Rams, the Colts, the Patriots, or the Raiders. So we have a lot of good scheme fits. The Eagles wouldn't be good for us. The most money has a lot of ties in it. So we're automatically going to eliminate the Eagles. We're going to they're the only poor scheme fit, really. Could stay with the Colts. Could chase the money with the Raiders or the Patriots. or even the 49ers. If I wanted to test the NFC, Seattle's also there. They also have, I think, either John or Jay Gruden as the coach there. Doug Peterson is with... There's lots of decisions here. So I think... no other... You know what? We are going to go... As much as my Patriots fan bias wants to go to the Patriots, we're gonna go to Seattle. We're gonna go to Seattle because I feel that would be the best fit for me. They were the guys in their division last season, so either way, let's get to next year and our new journey on a 7-year deal with the Seahawks. Alright, so year 1 was Seattle, year 7 overall. Did not make the playoffs. Unfortunate. Anyway. Ooh, God. Our passing yards are way down. But our touchdowns are way up. 3,700 yards, 35 scores. Chuba Hubbard had 1,000 yards. Jackson Smith-Njigba was our top guy. Oh, DK changed his number for me. How nice. But not a lot of team success there. Let's take a... We're 29th in the league on offense. Oh my God. I may have picked the wrong team. I might have to go play a couple of these. But anyway, not on the MVP list. I'm in the NFC now. Kyler Murray is the Offensive Player of the Year. I was number 9. For the quarterbacks, Bryce Young was the best. I was 4th. Joe Burrow's with the Panthers now. DJ really long name, with the Vikings. I want to see where Arch Manning is 3rd with the Colts. That's going to be an ongoing developing storyline there. See how Arch Manning does comparatively to us. But a 7-9 record ain't going to get it done. On to year number 8. 6 consecutive QB1s in the Pro Bowl. Just short of the playoffs again. Oh, man. 96 overall now. We can update our abilities, X Factor abilities if we wanted, but, you know, we're getting a lot of individual success, but not a lot of team success, it would seem. Let's check out our stats on the year. See, overall down year for our boy. Like, overall, just not... We're getting, like, no offensive production. Our defense was 12th, though. Tua wins MVP. We're probably not on any of these awards here. And we're not. Oh, man. At least we're still a Pro Bowler. I believe that's number 7. Hey, we're in the postseason. Let's go. And a first round bye. Alright, lit. And yes, it's a different day, because obviously I changed shirts. But 18th in the NFL on offense. Just about 3,800 yards, 37 touchdowns this season. Nice. Emmanuel Henderson, Chuba Hubbard, nice dual attack there. CJ Williams, So no one really broke out receiving wise. We also added 113 yards running. Are we getting these linemen some steak? Nice. Alright. So let's see what we're 22 now on the legacy leaderboard for quarterbacks. Quinn Ewers was the league MVP. Coach of the year, Jay Gruden was at 4. Quinn Ewers for the OPOI, Offensive Player of the Year, we were 9. The best quarterback list, we were 3. Third best quarterback in the NFC. Now, let's go ahead and see who we're facing in the divisional. We are facing the Giants in the divisional. I'll do gameplay if we get to the Super Bowl. I think that's how I've decided I'm going to do it. Get some gameplay up if we're in the Super Bowl. And we're not. We lost to the Giants in the divisional. 8-time Pro Bowler. Gotta love going from a first round bye to third in the division. It's a crazy time. Decent in our passing stats. 31 touchdowns, almost 4,000 yards, and we chipped in 2 touchdowns on the ground. So 33 total touchdowns on the year. Still at 24 on the legacy leaderboard. Not an MVP consideration. Nor Offensive Player of the Year. The quarterback list, not even on it. Oh, wow. We really about to be a badass and not win a Super Bowl? Who knows? 10-time Pro Bowler. Our boy is done with this losing culture. He has demanded his release from the Seahawks. Wants to try and ply his trade elsewhere. Now, is any team going to sign us a 10-time Pro Bowler? There we are. Tennessee. Seattle again. Toronto. You know what? We're gonna come back home. We're going to Green Bay. So here's how we do with the Packers. He makes a move to try to better his career, 6-9-1. Oh, jeez. We're even the best player on the team. Like, what? Let's take a look at our boys' stats here. But then again, the division as a whole. See, our yards were up, but our touchdowns were down from the year before. We're still at 24 on the legacy board. Not on the MVP list. Hey, there we are. Offensive Player of the Year, number 9. Need to get that better. Let's look at the quarterback listings. We were 7th on the quarterback list. See, middle of the road isn't going to get it done. It's just not. We out here getting Pro Bowls. 11 of them. Hey, we're in the playoffs. So, we ended up making it in as a wild card. But hey, 4,000 yards, 28 touchdowns. We are up to 22 on the... Got the 4th off. But Smith here is the MVP for the NFC. We are 9th in the Offensive Player of the Year and 9th for quarterbacks. Not bad, not bad. Let's see, make sure we do. Let's see if we beat Seattle in the playoffs. We do, and we go to face the Vikings in the divisional. Do we get past the Vikings in the divisional round? NFC title game, maybe? NFC title game, let's go. We're against the equally 9-6-1 Redskins. Let's see if we're going to the Super Bowl. And I am going to play the Super Bowl, by the way. We're in the Super Bowl against... Obviously, we're not going to show up in the Pro Bowl roster. We are finally making our first Super Bowl. Ironic. Oh, also, for some reason, our X Factor went away. Like, I don't know what I did. The game must have bugged out. And our X Factor's gone. But since we're kind of creeping up close to that age where the game makes you retire if you control a player, not create your own, kind of. Because remember, I put him in the draft class. This was our one season with Cleveland. And these were our years in Indy, and then we had 4 seasons in Seattle, and now 2 with Green Bay. So not too bad. It looks like we're... Oh yeah. Didn't average 300 yards a game though. This was this season in specific. We have 3 years remaining on our deal through the 33 season with the Packers. It says I have 2 Pro Bowl appearances, but you saw we're on the roster every season. So that's a little wrong, but let's get into the Super Bowl, shall we? I decided to sim to kind of keep the realism of the whole simulation part. It was like I was getting interrupted and such during the play. It was just, the recording was garbage, so I decided just to sim it out. So anyway, we did end up winning the Super Bowl over the Raiders. And again, somehow my X Factor disappeared. But oh, look at that awards section. There's the Offensive Player of the Week, 2 best quarterbacks. Why it says there's only 2 Pro Bowl appearances, I don't know. But we can now add 1 ring to the collection. We're closing in on the end. Can we repeat Super Bowls? We go from winning a ring to not repeating at all. Unfortunate indeed. We're 3rd in passing yards, but our touchdowns were really down. We're 17th in the legacy leaderboard. Yearly awards not on for MVP, Offensive Player of the Year. We're 10th on the list there for quarterbacks. We are not even on the list. But all is well. Let's take a look here. Okay, I think we have 2 seasons left before they make us retire, so Let's see what happens. We out here pro bowling again. Oof. Bottom dwellers. We're up to 11 on the leaderboard anyway. But major regression. We're probably not gonna be on any of the lists. And we're not. Oh, we were 10th for best quarterback. Okay. 11 on the leaderboard. But is this going to be our final year? Who knows? I'm starting to think it automatically puts us in the Pro Bowl. Because there's no way I should have been in. And unfortunately, our run has ended. The Packers did not make the playoffs, hence why it is forcing me to retire right now. But here we are. We end at a 90 overall. Somehow our X Factor went away when it shouldn't have. Which is kind of lame, but... So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5... We were the best quarterback in the league in 2023 and 2021 during our time with the Colts. 2, 3, 4, 5. And our time with the Seahawks, and then our time with the Packers. But you know, not bad. We did end up winning 1 ring. But apparently we only had 2 Pro Bowl appearances. But let's see where we stack up in the all-time records. We did not crack the pass yards in a career. And we are the 10th highest touchdowns in a career. At 442 at the time of retirement. That, we'll take that to the bank. I'd say this was a pretty successful career. If you like to leave a like, comment, subscribe. And I might do a few more Madden career sims like this. But the one I'm gonna do next, I'm gonna have a little bit of fun with. So. Again, if you liked it, leave a like, comment, subscribe, and I will see you soon. Good day, goodbye, and goodbye.